5 reasons why dieting is not good for our health. Number 1, they put you in calorie deficit. It is a myth that counting calories keep you thin. Our body is not a calculator that is going to sit and calculate how many calories are coming in, how many are you burning out, and how many leftover are going to be stored as fat. Our body has complex endocrine system, hormonal system that respond to how you eat and when you eat. Low-calorie diets allow our body to reset their set point. In other words, reset that metabolic rate. Have you noticed that when you come off a diet and you start eating regular food, you end up gaining more weight and much faster? It is because of that reset in your metabolic rate that happened due to low-calorie diet. There was a study done back in 1960 to show how people responded to low-calorie diet for 13 months. And all these people displayed negative impact on their physical, emotional, and social health. And plus, when they stopped dieting, they gained more weight than before. Number 2, poor food quality choices. 40 years ago, when there was a war against fatty foods because of the rise in cardiovascular health problems, many in food industry started creating food that was fat-free or low in fat. We all know fat gives that tasty flavor to our food. So to enhance the flavor, the food industry added some artificial ingredients. Those ingredients ended up harming our body even more, which caused skyrocketing obesity rate. In 1960, less than 14% of Americans were considered overweight. Today, they're considered 40% American being overweight. And by 2030, it is predicted more than 50% are going to be overweight. And many studies came out to show that all these ultra-processed food made us insulin resistant. And by now, if you don't know what is insulin resistant, then check my profile to get to know more about it. Number 3, spiking cortisol level. Cortisol is response to stress hormone. Great saying by Dr. Mindy, cannot be in a state of stress and build health at the same time. High cortisol level leads our body to increase our glucose levels, which in turn leads to increasing our insulin levels without you even nibbling on food. And if you have watched my other videos, you would know what high insulin levels can lead to. High cortisol level is not only because of your boss, because of your spouse. It can also relate to a restrictive diet that you're having a hard time to incorporate in your lifestyle, or even over-exercising. And for women who go longer and longer in fasting because they are seeing some benefits in fasting, can also lead to high cortisol level. And for all my ladies out there, our body is more sensitive to stress than men. Number 4, exposure to toxic ingredients. When we eat something that has toxic ingredients and our body does not know how to break it down, it ends up storing it as fat. And here are some lists of toxic ingredients to look out for. Some toxic ingredients in food are MSG and soy protein isolates, which we normally found in our weight loss shakes. And that one size fit all approach. There is no one size that can fit all, and particularly for women. There are different hormonal needs at different times that require different type of diet. There are many studies coming out and showing that it is better to learn how and when to eat instead of going on this crazy yo-yo dieting. In other words, intermittent fasting has been showing great improvement in people for their health. For both men and women, intermittent fasting is quite a bit different. For my ladies out there, I'm going to be making a next video on how a woman should fast. And if you would like to learn more, then follow me.